And with the flip of a switch, a new McCrazy Talk is on the air.
Yum, yum, yum.
Or on the internet.
Yeah. You know what?
Well, with Wi-Fi, it's on the air, I guess.
Listen, because I get pissed off when I see people online like, I got my own radio show, but it's really just the internet in their bedroom. And I've been in radio for 16 years. Like, no.
It's kind of an insult.
Well, I think it's funny when people say that they have, like, they're broadcasting and they make up a radio station. I'm WOOK. It's like,
yeah.
Did the FCC grant you those call letters?
Yeah. Anyway,
I digress.
Radio snobs.
I'm Mark McCrazy.
I'm Indy B.
DJ Menace, and I work on Real Radio.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a real podcast.
Yes.
We go ahead and we discuss the most ignorant news stories of the week. This is McCrazy Talk, episode 20.
Wow.
Wow.
We did it.
What's that, Indy?
The music is still playing.
I got you. I knew that.
Oh, you
I know what I'm doing over here.
Oh, I didn't know about the. I thought it was coming in one ear.
No, I got. Don't do me like that.
In the ear, you
don't do that, Indy. Folks that don't know I'm deaf in one ear, they like to make little comments.
I'm just saying. You talk about it. I'm just.
I got you. I got my earphone. This whole thing is in mono for me, so I can hear it.
Oh.
Be a jerk. Like these people in today's McCrazy Talk podcast. Notice that Menace stayed out of this.
Yes, I did, boss.
It's like, I know who signed my time sheet. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about today. An anus is not the only way to smuggle a phone into prison. You guys didn't know that, did you? Mm-hmm. Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby ain't got nothing on this one Hollywood star. Boy, oh boy. Cookies, honey buns, Twinkies, they've all been made into cereals. Did you hear what the latest cereal is?
Yes,
I can't wait.
Did.
Oh my God, is it ignorant. And when I saw the ad for endless apps at TGI Fridays, I knew it was going to be a problem. Knew it. And again, I hate doing it, but I'm right. And we'll start today's McCrazy podcast with that. A woman in New York threatened to stab a Fridays employee who tried to stop her from heading home with an extra helping of the all-you-can-eat deal. See, it's all you can eat while your ass is in the booth.
Yeah, you can't take it home.
You can't take it home with you.
You're going to eat for the next 40 years.
Right.
You're not taking that much riblets with you.
It's all you can eat there.
But what if you've already started biting on it and you just want to take
no doggy bags.
Nah, leave it.
32-year-old woman, which I'm sure is probably as big as this table in here, was upset. Walked behind the bar, tried to pack up the food for the promotion, and the worker wasn't having it. Next thing you know,
to take a plate.
Yeah, take a plate.
I'm gonna put together a plate like it was a barbecue.
Exactly. Probably pull some aluminum foil out of a purse too.
That was too far.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of the year. I'm not sure when you're going to be listening to this podcast. I mean, if you listen to this damn thing in July, this is around Christmas time we're doing this particular podcast. And, of course, there's got to be a mall Santa story.
Okay.
I thought that it would be probably pretty hard to lose your job as a Santa Claus mall Santa or a mall at a Santa Claus that works at a mall because there's a shortage of them.
Right.
Right. But apparently you can't be Santa Claus. You're supposed to have the hat on. You're supposed to have the red hat. But it's not supposed to say "Make America Great Again."
Oh, no, Santa. That's
Fire
not
that
what we doing.
Santa. Say,
MAGA
no.
Claus.
MAGA Claus.
Yeah, no, we good on you.
He'll climb down your chimney and put your child in a cage.
That's right.
No kid wants to sit on his lap.
Climb down the chimney and grab your daughter right there where she's not supposed to be grabbed.
Coming down the chimney, he got 9 ice agents. Not reindeer,
Ice agents. Okay, so Walmart said, we're sorry. I don't know how it made through all these different eyes, but it slipped past us. We apologize.
Pretty dope, though.
It's a Santa Claus on a sweater, but the Santa Claus is sitting on a sofa behind a table, and on the table is 3 lines of cocaine.
Santa the Snowman, Young Jeezy.
Yes, a snowman with a Santa hat. So it makes sense, though. I thought that was
Walmart
pretty good
probably
marketing.
shouldn't sell that, though, Andy.
Probably went out of Walmart. Maybe Gadzooks,
Well,
but not
they said
Walmart.
it's just on their website.
No,
Spencer's?
That's at those stores in the mall that have all those hustler shirts and
Right, exactly.
Gugad.
Hot Topic.
Lucky Charm shirts.
Gadzooks, yeah. Hot Topic. So an anus is not the only way to smuggle a phone into prison. This is the new. A security guard in Tennessee was arrested for smuggling 2 phones into work. How? He had a brilliant way of doing it. He smuggled it into a container of Hamburger Helper. Or she did, I'm sorry. It was in her bag. What's in that Hamburger Helper? Because let me tell you, if you come in with Hamburger Helper, nobody wants any of that shit, so nobody's messing with you there.
Right.
But they took it through the x-ray machine and said, that ain't Hamburger Helper in that Hamburger Helper box.
She should have known.
She should have just put it in her anus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or in the other hole. They do that a lot.
Don't do that, Indy. Did y'all hear about this lady that got her ass smacked on television?
Yes.
This is terrible.
During a race.
Did you see this, Indy?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, last week in Savannah, Georgia, TV reporter, her name is Alex, went viral because she's sitting there doing a live shot as the people walk by, right? And this guy walks by, and people are sometimes, giving her a thumbs up and kind of giving her weird faces.
Jumping in the camera.
And then this one guy comes along and pow, right in the ass. She didn't appreciate that. The guy, of course, is now on some sort of apology tour, and here's what he had to say. Oh, boy, this dude here.
I'm thankful for this opportunity to share my apology to her and to her family and to her friends and her coworkers. It was an awful act. It was an awful mistake. I am not that person that people are portraying me as.
You never are.
I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, and I'm asking for forgiveness and to accept my apology.
I am so glad I did not spend my 20s in this era, in this Me Too era. They would have got me, boy.
But why would he do that, though?
Well, let me tell you, she had some comments about it, too. Here's what she said was her experience. We're talking about Alex, the reporter, is what she said.
But it was extremely vulnerable. I would say that the reason why, maybe it caught so much fire is because the emotion is extremely relatable for women all over the world.
You say that slap actually stung.
Yeah. It was a heavy impact.
It seemed very deliberate, too, when you're watching it.
Right. But he separates himself from the runners, and he kind of winds up, and, he hit me hard.
Like he was hitting it from the back.
I grew up playing grab
that was
ass.
his booty.
Wapow. Yeah, apparently his name is Thomas Calloway. He's a salesman who is involved in his church's youth group.
Oh, damn.
Not a good look. He says, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. You think? All right. 'Tis the season. A woman attacks boyfriend with an artificial Christmas tree. See, the couple began arguing because the victim had the TV volume up too high while she was sleeping. She didn't appreciate that, so she took the tree and she gave him one of them. Suffered scratches to his face, neck, stomach. Woman charged with domestic battery. Mad.
Tree. Ooh, that's prickly.
Fake trees suck.
You're a real tree kind of a person?
Every year, brother.
Yeah.
I grew up
You gotta
nothing.
smell the pine.
I am all artificial. Put that shit in the attic when you're done. More women behaving badly with their mates. A woman was caught on security camera taking a shit in front of a family's home in Los Angeles. I'm not sure if she knew the people inside, maybe an ex-lover. But apparently she got out of a car, defecated in front of this house, and drove off with her friend. She hasn't been arrested at the time, but the serial pooper is at large.
Ew.
In the beautiful words of Annie, when you gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
An 18-year-old Florida woman stabbed her boyfriend with surgical scissors while he lay in the hospital bed for another ailment. The woman thought the victim, the boyfriend, was cheating because he refused to let her look through his phone. He said, bitch, I'm dying in this bed. No, you're not looking through my phone. Just put your thumb on there so I can see you're not looking through my phone. So she said, oh, we about to extend this hospital stay.
Yeah, you're already here.
Yep, already
as
here.
well.
Right, exactly. This woman found that her boyfriend was cheating on her a very interesting way. It looks like the Fitbit threw him under the bus. So I guess they sync their Fitbits so you can kind of see the activity.
Oh.
And he said, man, let me tell you, ooh, boy, what's
Running
this?
over to Cheryl's house all the time.
They don't live together, but you should have a spike of activity around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Because it detects your heart rate and stuff. Or, what is it?
Oh, wow. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right. What were you doing last night at 4 o'clock? Oh, sleep.
That was one hell of a 11-minute workout.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy.
Foiled again by the Fitbit.
Foiled, damn you, Fitbit, snitching ass Fitbit.
The workouts are normally 30 minutes, and they're not that intense.
And they're not at 4 in the
4 o'clock
morning.
in the morning,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. Oh, boy. An Ohio man was arrested after urinating on his girlfriend's couch. The two were arguing because he was drinking. He's currently on probation. Also, not only was he peeing on her couch, but he also broke several of her knickknacks.
Not the knickknacks.
Knickknacks, yeah, the doodads.
You gotta throw the couch away.
Yep. When the officers got to the home, the man was about to smash her TV with a toy truck, but they came in just in enough time. He's on probation. She just won't shut the fuck up. I'm just sitting here minding my business. And then she coming in with a jibber jabber. So I said, you know what? Your figurines is a wrap.
And your couch. Ew.
Fuck your couch.
Drunk people will piss anywhere.
Yeah. Closets.
They'll wake up and just think the couch is the toilet.
Yeah, that's actually happened to me. I didn't do it. Someone did it to me. I woke up in the middle of the night and they were peeing.
I got a homie who peed in his
couch.
hamper.
Yeah, that happened.
The toilet.
You always complaining I'm pissing on the seat. How about you just say bye to this fucking couch?
Couch smells like piss anyway.
That's right. Oh, this guy here, he's got it all figured out. He says, you know, dating sucks. So he's got a sex robot girlfriend.
Okay.
The problem is, he says he is going to marry her despite the fact that he argues with the doll quite a bit.
Oh, what's the point in marrying a doll if you're still going to argue? Like, I thought that would be the whole point. Nobody to talk back to you.
Here's the part I don't understand. I ain't arguing with a robot. You know what I'm doing? I'm taking the fucking battery out.
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay, but the fact...
Now you can't talk.
The fact that you're going to marry a robot
already
says you're crazy as a motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
Like, seriously, I'm just unplugging you. Like, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to go behind you and
that takes the fun out
turn
of
the
being
power
a robot.
Has this bitch developed her own personality?
Yes, artificial intelligence.
That's what he's claiming.
Even robot women are hard to understand? Is that what you're telling me?
Y'all just can't win.
I will rewire the shit out of that doll. She gonna agree with everything I'm saying.
Gonna open up her back like a Vicky on
Mark.
Small Wonder.
Absolutely.
Was that her name?
Vicky on Small Wonder. What a throwback.
Put this cord here.
And
put
what
this
a
wire there.
Terrible television show.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Oh God, it's terrible. What? So what? They got cookies, honey buns, Twinkies have all been made into cereals.
Yes, and I've tried them all.
Now,
Twinkie?
The Jolly Rancher people say we want a piece of that action.
Oh.
Yeah. So they now have a Jolly Rancher cereal. Comes in 5 flavors: grape, cherry, apple, watermelon, and blue raspberry.
I recently bought my kids Sour Patch Kids cereal.
So this is the same thing in line with
Pretty
it.
good.
There's another new candy cereal.
What's that?
Hershey Kisses is making a cereal.
We just don't give a shit no more.
Chocolate cereal.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all sold exactly where you thought they'd be sold. Walmart.
Yeah. That's the cereal kingdom.
Come on, man. We always have one boring cereal in the house and one fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a Product 19 and Cookie Crisp.
Right, exactly.
Cornflakes and
grape nuts and honey bun cereal.
Something to clog you up and one to help
Clean
you poop.
you
Right,
out.
exactly. Well, this is what you call tripping right before the finish line. A cop on the verge of retirement was busted for stealing police department iPhones. Bye-bye, pension. Can't do that.
Yeah, mess that up.
Yep. I mean, that's like tripping right before the finish line.
Dang, I know he's sick.
For some phones.
Phones. Absolutely. Most ridiculous thing. Okay, so I don't know if you heard about this story in Dallas, but a man was arrested for riding a horse in downtown Dallas while intoxicated. But not just any horse, a horse that had some sort of visible injury. Here's the story.
The man arrested after police say he was riding a horse drunk. Police say a man had been riding the animal on a highway. It is not known exactly how that horse was injured. An investigation, however, is underway.
Said the animal was wounded and had an infection, but that didn't stop him from climbing his drunk ass on top of it and riding it down, I-30.
He was just doing what drunk people do.
Yeah, exactly.
The first night I lived in Texas, and I remind you, I moved here thinking there's rodeos everywhere and there's cows everywhere. So the first night I lived in Texas, I watched the news, and they were like, there's horses loose on the George Bush Turnpike. And I was like, where did I move?
Where did I move to? All right, so some people's gas is worse than others. Agreed?
Farts?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, my God, like noxious.
Oh, yeah.
I could clear a room.
Like rotten, even.
I know a few people.
But this guy apparently has them all beat. There's a guy in Uganda, and apparently His gas has a special ability to kill mosquitoes.
Oh, that makes him the man.
Yeah, and probably curl wallpaper. Now an insect repellent company has contacted him. They want to hire him. They'll fart in a jar, I guess, and they'll analyze it, put it on a beaker, and really get the scientist nerds to find out why it's so effective.
I'm good on finding out why it's so effective. I don't want to be that person. Ew.
So they got a room full of mosquitoes. They go ahead and fill him full of chili, and they have his ass in that room where all the mosquitoes are, and all the mosquitoes fall to the ground.
Mine just smell like a mixture of all the fast foods. It's like being in a food court.
Curly fries, lemon pepper wings.
Just a little bit of Chinese food. It's a food court.
Yeah. What's that, Panda Express?
No, I don't think it smells that. That sounds like it smells good.
Is that Sbarro? You been to the mall today?
Not all together, Indy.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this Pennsylvania woman tried to steal items from a store during a shop with a cop event.
Wow.
Drugs have to be involved.
Some of these you don't even need more than the headline.
I don't need to read any more of that. You got it. Listen, just when you thought you've heard of all the scams, along comes this little woman. An Arizona woman faked a lease agreement and moved into a house without the homeowner's permission. Police found the woman and her boyfriend had moved into the home. They got the living room set up and everything. I don't even know they got the Christmas tree up. They got a search warrant and returned to the house where the woman admitted that she forged and downloaded the documents from the internet to make it appear that she had a lease with this place.
How did she think she wasn't going to get caught?
I don't know.
There's a weird little thing with squatters and people who do stuff like that, and you think the cops would just come and kick their ass out, but it's never like that.
It's never that easy.
It's like a long ass process, and these people know that even if they come to the door, it's not going to be right away.
Yeah, squatters have rights.
Right, so you can come in there, you can get a lease, right? You can pay the first month, right? And then never pay ever again, and probably live there for a year or 6 months
before they finally come to get you out.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's really frustrating if you are, the person leasing the place.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this Amazon delivery man is making Amazon deliveries in the rain. He drops off a package on the porch, but also sees an umbrella on the porch and decides that that's a freebie. Drops off the package and steals the umbrella. Says it's raining out here. We got a lot more packages.
Well, they got their package.
Hopefully it's another umbrella.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so those height restriction signs at the drive-thru, they're there for a reason.
Yeah. Right.
You're not supposed to take your RV through the Taco Bell drive-thru. Employees say the woman drove the wrong way into the drive-thru, first of all, and also the damn RV's too high, got stuck, and of course, busted for driving under the influence.
Of course. Makes sense now.
You know my boy DJ Step that you recently hit me up about because he hit you on IG?
Yeah.
I was with him in a U-Haul once because we were doing, this is when you had the big speakers back in the day, bass bins, we had a U-Haul. He ripped up a McDonald's with their U-Haul.
Tore it up?
Just shredded their drive-thru.
Oh my gosh. He didn't get his deposit back.
Nope. No, he ended up paying quite a bit.
Were you in there with him?
Oh, yeah.
And how loud was that?
Very loud.
You know instantly.
Yes. And we left, and I was like, "Bro, they're gonna find you. They're gonna contact us."
Let me guess. Were y'all both under some type of influence?
No. Step wasn't even like that. I was not Step.
So what was it? A drive-through?
Yep. We just destroyed that 9-foot clearance
in an 11-foot truck.
Yep. Destroyed it. U-Haul was good.
Yeah.
The drive-through wasn't
at all. Did you hear about this dad in North Carolina? Apparently couldn't wait for his son to smash the birthday piñata, so I guess he punched it in this viral video. Just gave it one of those. Yeah. Dad just said, "Get the fuck out the way." Taking too long.
The kids are swinging forever. You'll be there for an hour waiting for it.
Now the kid's crying. I wanted to do the piñata. There's some really bad parents out here.
He was getting a little impatient.
You have to be patient with children.
So Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby ain't got nothing on this one here. I mean, he's at the total of 22 and counting.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
22 what?
Women accused him of sexual misconduct.
Okay.
This would be radio.
Radio is touching the ladies.
Cuba Gooding Jr. obviously can't keep his hands to himself.
He's really aggressive too. The stories, I'm like, wow.
Yep, he likes to
pantyhose and all. He
likes to put hands on asses and kiss without consent. He does all that stuff.
He likes that radio too.
He likes that radio. Radio.
He's going down.
Yeah, he is. Not good. And speaking of scumbags,
he's punching the air right now, though.
He is punching the air right now. R. Kelly is just probably at the top of the list of scumbags.
Yeah.
If there's a Mount Rushmore of scumbags, his face is on there.
He fits those last few names you've named. He's
Absolutely.
Right
He's in there with them, right? May even be a hair above them. They all look up to him. Well, in an upcoming interview on the Dr. Oz show, one of the ladies who is one of his victims, McGee is her last name, Asante McGee, opens up about the bizarre sex lessons, saying that she would have instructions, coachings on how to please R. Kelly. Here, I'll just let her talk about it.
Even before moving to the house, one of the earlier things that he showed me, maybe like a month before moving to the house, he introduced me to the trainer.
The trainer?
Yes. The trainer, I was told she's someone to teach me how to please him. So basically, she would give me instructions sexually, how to please him, what he liked and what he didn't like.
A coach.
And so when we got to the home, it was me, the trainer, and Azrael. There, we was together. We arrived at the house. He showed us the bedrooms and everything. And from that moment, that's when he just, started giving me the rules every day. Because I remember having to go to the bathroom, to the kitchen, wherever. You had to knock on.
Wow.
He's a monster.
Yeah, but he was on the interview. I didn't do this. Y'all killing me.
Looking like a straight up liar.
Looking insane. Ooh.
Absolutely. Bananas. I don't think he's getting out. Not in our lifetime.
He's not.
Nor should he.
No.
Nor should he. The other thing you could do is you could chemically castrate him. You could do that.
Yeah, because he's clearly sick.
That's
he's
when they
not
take.
Just it's young girls.
You know how they chemically castrate you, right? Yeah, they take your berries.
Yeah, and
they put them in the solution, and then they
sizzle off.
Yeah, and they go
bye.
They go.
No, they just sizzle. A little bit of smoke in the air.
You see, Harvey Weinstein is not going to do any time.
He has because he got deep pockets. He paid them chicks $25 million.
But that's not. How is that even enough?
Because they said the only thing that's going to make them feel better is when
it's only like
carry the one about $25 million.
But that has to be divided among 30 women.
It depends on what your price is, Indy. What's your price?
It's priceless to me. So.
1.2
million
for being harassed, not sexed with, for harassment.
Yeah. Well, at least $1 million.
You haven't been sexed with.
You've been sexed with, Indy.
I need at least $1 million.
Oh, boy. This is a great story. I think this is so much fun. A new study monitored people as they drove in the car with one or two different things. One of two things. Their kids or cake. And apparently 95% of them drove more carefully when they had the cake in the car.
Of course. You don't want to mess up. You spent $35 for that cake. You're not trying to mess it up. You're putting a seatbelt on the cake.
One little bump could ruin that cake. One bump could ruin that cake.
I love you, Billy, but this pound cake, let me tell you.
Yeah, sure.
Needs to get home in one piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the frosting all over the box.
Y'all say what y'all want to about Kanye. Kanye is actually the second top earning musician of the year with $150 million.
How, Sway? How?
This church tour must pay really well.
Mm-hmm.
$150 million. Only person beating him is his rival, Taylor Swift. She got $185 million. That's more money than Jay-Z and Beyonce put together.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a little baffled, but hey, I haven't been to Sunday service. Maybe
Kanye is so trash.
An amazing time.
Let me tell you, he does that church service. That shit's lucrative. And they did the worst movies of the decade. As we round out 2019 into 2020, they did the worst movies of the decade. And I got to be honest with you, of all the movies that are on here, I don't know if I've seen any of them.
I haven't. I saw the list. I haven't seen not a nan.
I haven't seen any of these.
Mm-mm. See, we knew.
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard some of them. Valentine's Day is number 10. This Means War is 9. Movie 43, I don't even know what that is. That came out in 2013. The Last Airbender, which I heard was terrible. The Human Centipede. The 50 Shades trilogy is number 5. The Emoji Movie, which they said is so bad, that's number 4. Even the kids didn't like that. Cowboys and Aliens, number 3. Any Adam Sandler movie in this whole decade. That means Jack and Jill, That's My Boy, Pixels, all those landed at number 2. And number 1 of worst movies of the tens, I guess that's what this decade is, the tens, is Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Came out in 2012.
Yeah. And now you got people that really go, was Abraham Lincoln a vampire slayer?
Oh, because people are idiots.
Yes.
You can catch this podcast on all the major platforms: Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Google Play, Castbox.
Yeah, we everywhere.
YouTube. We appreciate it.
Bootleg DVDs.
Bootleg DVD.
We're on everything.
Yeah, the barbershop guy.
You can order us on the box if you still have that.
Y'all be good. See you next time, God willing.